YouTube, Lauren Rose here. I'm filming this video because I had posted a video on Instagram saying to ask me some questions and that I would answer them. I answered a few. If you go and check my Instagram, lauren.rosie with two E's. I answered some of them, but then some of them were in-depth questions that couldn't really be answered in 15 seconds, and I didn't want to blow up the gram. So I'm going to make this video to answer the few questions that I didn't really get to. Um, so, okay, yeah. So here we go. It's just a few questions. It's not even like that much. I recently got home, so that's why I'm all dolled up this late at night. um, who are you? Who am I? On the surface, I'm Lauren Rose, some ditzy, pretty Dominican girl that loves to talk. Just kidding, I'm not ditzy. But basically, like, who I am, I'm not even sure completely on who I am because I'm not there yet. You know, I haven't reached my potential. I just know, like, not only because, like, a lot of people that I've come across in my life, like a lot of adults, teachers, have always told me, like, you're very smart, you're going to go very far in life. Like, I've always heard it, but not up until recently that that I know that I have a purpose in life, but I just haven't found it. Who I am, you know, I'm very giving, you know, I'm a very compassionate person, like I'm very sympathetic, like I may not know what you're going through, but I know that if you are, like, I know what it is to go through something and, like, to want people to, like, you know, try and to understand you, you know. I'm you know, I'm not fully figured out yet, but I'm in the process of it. So when I really figure out who I am, like, I'll tell you where I'm at. But I'm really loving, and I'm just a teenage girl just trying to, like, make her difference in this world, like on that journey of, like, trying to never be forgotten. That's a little, you know, out there, but I mean, I just, whatever my beliefs are, whatever, I don't want to force them onto people, but, I just want everyone to be open-minded, because I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded about my own future and who I might be in the future. So I want everyone else to be the same way about that, about themselves, and about everything else around them in life. Because we are in an era of change, and when you look back on this era, and this generation, you don't want to be the one that missed out on change because you were being an asshole. So, okay. And what would it take for a man to get my attention? Obviously, I'm not going to be shallow, but I'm not going to lie either. Obviously, I have to be a little physically attracted to you, think you're kind of cute. But to get my attention, like, you don't have to prove yourself to me. Like, I'm not a queen. Like, you don't have to, like, fucking jump through fire. But I mean, like, let me know, like, show me that your intentions are more than just sex, because every day I have guys, like, trying to have sex with me, and like, not being cocky. Like, I hate when people say that it's cocky. Like, it's just a fact, because I wouldn't be speaking about it if it wasn't a fact. Like, I obviously I get complimented, because I put myself out there and my body and all that stuff. But, like, when a guy, like, actually wants to talk, be friends, and even when, he's not rushing to be your man, like, right away, like, you gotta get to know someone first. Like, how do you expect, and when someone gets my attention is they're when they make the effort to see me in person, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people are just a text message or a message or a comment on Instagram nowadays. So it really makes a difference when someone goes out their way to really make time for you. So that's how you get my attention. My biggest fear is death. My fears of dying and of being forgotten and of being alone. Those are my fears. In the future, I my dream profession obviously is in public relations, but I want to be a journalist really bad because I love to write and I love to talk and I like to know what's going on and stuff like that. And I love to travel. So I'm thinking either photojournalism or like since the internet is like the future, like a blog, like a successful like news post online, like a news report, newscaster, not so much like the 1 o'clock news, but more like Diane Sawyer, more like Katie Couric, Barbara Walters type journalist, like that. Oprah, um, like those are influential women in the profession that I see myself gearing towards or like wanting to be in, like that type of field. Um, but less on the Oprah side, more on Barbara Walters because Barbara Walters is more like in there, and Katie Couric. Um, but also, yeah, so whatever job I have in the future, like, I want to be, like, I don't want it to be routine. I love to meet new people. I love to talk about the issues, So I really want to be in a job where I'm around people and I'm around change and I'm like a, part of change and, you know, like that. Um, I don't know my exact future, I'm right now what I'm thinking about is when I start college in the fall, um I'm keeping my mind open, to expand my horizons, gain some new skills. I might find a new profession that I'll fall in love with that I don't know yet because high school doesn't really offer a lot in the city. Like they just want you to pass and get to college, really. That's my experience in high school. But yeah. Um yeah, so college I really want to like, figure out where I want to be and stuff. So that's that one. And what motivates me in life are my subbies on YouTube and everyone on social media and my younger cousins that look up to me. The reason why people on social media motivate me is because, not because you guys compliment me all the time, I really do appreciate it, but that's not why. It's because when I started when I was 15 years old making my video diaries, I was a 15-year-old depressed girl who used to cut herself behind closed doors, and I didn't and like I felt like I needed a guy to complete me. And now like going through that whole experience, like I was reaching out to you guys, and you guys ended up reaching out to me, and you guys really gave me a purpose. Like you guys told me that my lessons helped you, and that my experiences and my hardships really helped other people avoid the situations that I was getting myself into. Um, like not that people were depending on me, but like they allowed me to help them, and to know that someone is in a good place and they're there and I was able to help them get there, and they'll remember me because like, oh, I remember when Lauren went through that, and she really opened my eyes to this. Like that really fills my heart. Yeah, and also with my little cousins and stuff, like I know like some of my family members, like they're going through tough times and stuff, some of them, but like I love them so 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 much because I've known them since babies. But like my cousins, um like they have so much potential and stuff. I'm not just saying that because they're my cousins, but like they motivate me to always want to set the example for them, because like I never would want like people that I really care about to experience the pain that like I've had to go through. And like I can't imagine like them feeling like they don't have anyone. So I'm always motivating myself to like be a good person, and to do good in school and to make it somewhere in life, because I want to be a role model to them. Like I want them to know like, yeah, I have someone that I can go to if I need to talk to someone. Like, yeah, my cousin Lauren, like she's a really good example to me. Like and it means a lot to me that they choose me as their role model sometimes. So that means a lot to me. Sorry, I got a little emotional, but my cousins really mean a lot to me. Sorry. I don't know. It's not a burden, but it's a real challenge to play this role, because sometimes even when my pictures are provocative, people are like, "Oh, like what kind of message are you sending, and you don't respect yourself," and stuff like that. Like now, like I'm not comparing myself to celebrities. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity, but I'm saying like that's probably what celebrities feel like. Like you can't make a mistake because people look at you like for that type of thing, and they think that like I need to make my mistakes. I'm 18 years old. I need to make mistakes in my life and figure it out, and I can't live my life like fearing to live because I don't want to be a bad example for other people. It's not fair, but at the same time, it's a huge sacrifice to take on that role. And that is what has motivated me to be so good all these years, because people have always told me that they have looked up to me, people on YouTube, like, people have been there for me and rooting for me because I've been there for them. So, yes. Um, my hobbies, I love to read. I love crossword puzzles. I like word games. I like to collect Snapple caps. I like to look up weird facts. Like, I love knowing new things, so you can like start conversations and stuff. Like, oh, did you know that in the winter men's fantasies about women increase because there's more mystery, because less the body is exposed? Fact. Um, yeah, like stuff like that. I like to do. Instagram is a hobby. Poetry, obviously. I love to write, and writing in general. I love to write. How do I feel about having best friends of the opposite sex while being in a relationship? Well, everyone knows that I've expressed this opinion before. I feel like, I have a lot of guy friends, so I feel like whoever I date should be okay. Not, yes, they should be okay with me and my guy friends. But, like, with, it all has to do with, like, insecurities and, like, whether you really trust the person that you're with, because I would never expect someone to drop all their friends for me, because clearly their friends have probably been through stuff with them, have supported them, have known them longer, the same way your friends would have known you and supported you too. So I feel like as long as you can introduce your friends, make it a comfortable mix, really, like, they don't have to be best friends, like, but to really, like, be respectful as well. Like, they're still your friends, but like your guy friends, you can't be letting them smack your ass, or like see you changing in front of them, or like, talk about like your sex, like, talk about your boyfriend's dick, like, with them. Like, there are some lines that you are gonna have to draw now that you're in a relationship, but I feel that as long as you're faithful, you trust each other, and everything is 100 and at face value, then you should be able to have friends of the opposite sex. And if you know that one of your friends has feelings for you, then you really gotta like make that for yourself. Make the right judgment and speak to your partner about it. And someone asked me if I was 18, like how old I was. I'm 18. Um, so yeah. Um, la, la, la. What is this? Okay, so yeah, those are the questions that I had. Sorry it was a little long, I babbled, but thank you for watching, and thank you guys for asking questions. I might do this again, but, for my YouTubers, if you guys have questions for me, you guys can leave me questions, and then maybe, like, once every 2 months, or, like, whatever, like, I'll do, like, a Ask Lauren or some shit like that. And it could be about anything. It doesn't even have to be about me. It could be, about advice about relationships, anything like that. I can make a video, and I got you guys. Okay. So thank you for watching for this long. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, I didn't even click the thing. Did I click it yet? No, I didn't even click it. That's so embarrassing. Okay, for real now. Bye.